By the way, a Monday night game, I think they've lost 16 of their last 17 appearances on Monday Night Football. I would dare make the argument that Redskins should be banned from Monday Night Football. I don't think they should be allowed. Why do you get to lose that much on national TV? We shouldn't be subjected to such ineptitude. I would say that the NFL schedule makers should prohibit, forbid, ban the Washington Redskins from Monday Night Football until further notice, because I think a legitimate argument can be made that they no longer belong on national television. Your offense couldn't get anything going. Your defense couldn't make stops when it needed. You know what the Redskins are? Blah. That's the word. They're so blah, I can't even come up with an adjective to describe it. I mean, they're just blah. They're decimated with injuries. I mean, Trent Williams goes down. A whole bunch, Jordan Reed, both tight ends. Now, of course, there's the great Jay Gruden, because we know he's great just by his name alone. Let's be clear about that. We know that he's great. It takes time out of his busy schedule to comment about me. You know, I think it was very, very unfair. This guy has no clue about how hard we're working. Who gives a damn about hard work? It's results. We assume, far be it for me, that Ryan, am I wrong in assuming that NFL players automatically work hard? I'm assuming that you work hard. I'm assuming that you're putting forth the max effort. That's what we're getting on me about now? Oh, he doesn't know how hard we work.
How would you describe the culture surrounding this football team?
You know, the culture is actually damn good.
Jay Gruden received a phone call and was in the Redskins facility at 5 a.m. today to meet with owner Dan Snyder and President Bruce Allen, who are now going to run the coaching search to find the next head coach of the Washington Redskins. They informed Jay Gruden early this.
It's the reason that you're fired. It's the reason that your players quit on you, because you don't know how to be a people's person and how to coach and lead men.
I'm surprised that Bruce Allen said the culture is actually good.
I'm not surprised.
But it's not good.
But I've known him for a long time. He has paid a lot of money to be the owner's mouthpiece.
Oh, okay.
A whole lot.
So in other words, he paid a lot of money to lie. Okay, I get it.
And you want to celebrate like you're champions of something. This is why the Redskins are not winning, because of an attitude that's asinine like that. Could you do something, please?
Significant news out of Washington. First of all, President Bruce Allen, who has run football operations to very little success over the past decade, has officially been fired. He has not been reassigned. He is now no longer with the organization. A very new day in Washington. Clearly a positive development toward a football team that is trying now to head in the right direction.
5 playoff appearances in 24 years. And somehow, some way, you're saying you don't have a culture problem? I mean, that just reeks of ignorance. Again, I talked to him, I interviewed him. It was a fun interview, I appreciate it. But I mean, damn, to sit up there in front of the microphone and to look people in the face with a straight face and go like, hey, the coach is pretty good. I mean, my Lord.
Made the decision to part ways entirely with Bruce Allen. He's not with the team in any capacity. And so that is the big news from Washington this morning. The other part is Ron Rivera is going to visit with the Redskins this morning. Bruce Allen is out, and Ron Rivera is going to be in as they remake and reshape that entire organization that had the fan base there very unhappy and very disgruntled.
Wow, that's big news this morning.
I think that he will make them respectable. I think he'll get them in the playoff picture, probably even in the playoffs, in the NFC East eventually. And I don't blame them for making this hire. I applaud it.
Main thing for Washington is to get the culture stabilized and turned around first. Now the question is, does he get to bring in his GM? Like, you know, or is this going to be a Dan Snyder joint, because he'll certainly screw it all up.
I mean, Rivera, for him to take the job so soon, that suggests to me that he got all the stipulations that he wanted. Because it's more important is having a guy with executive capacity and also the emotional intelligence to build a locker room and have guys buy in. That's the harder thing to find, and I think this team could be getting really good real soon.
The news broke last night, so it's really just a matter of surveying the reaction around the league at this point. Because if you have a sponsor of this magnitude calling on the team to change the name, there is a sense around the league that this might actually be the thing that gets it done.
Local politicians here in D.C., where I am, have said that they are not going to support Washington's attempt to kind of build a new stadium back in the city of D.C. on the old RFK grounds, which is something that will impact the money of the entire league. They're not going to support that unless they change the name. So they're coming at them from all angles.
As a result, I think the Redskins name will be changed. quick, fast, and in a hurry. I don't think it's going to take 2 years, Dominique. I think it's going to be much sooner than that.
Yeah, the one thing
coming in from the Washington Redskins, I'd like to read this out loud to you guys. From the Washington Redskins, they're saying in light of recent events around our country and getting feedback from our community, the Washington Redskins are announcing the team will undergo a thorough review of the team's name.
And we started talking about who was requesting that he change this name. I said, Skip, it won't be long now. Because you look at the FedEx, Pepsi, Nike request the name change. Amazon said, we're going to start selling your merchandise. Walmart, Target says, yeah, we're going to start selling your merchandise also. Skip, he had no choice.
Well, this just in, basically, Washington is going to go with an interim name during the 2020 season. It will call itself the Washington Football Team. And over the course of the next 50 days, Washington officially will be retiring the Redskins name, removing it from all physical and digital spaces. It will be going with the Washington Football Team.
Telling ESPN's Adam Schefter on Thursday he's been diagnosed with lymph node cancer after finding a lump on his neck in July. Rivera telling Schefter that the cancer is in its early stages and is both treatable and curable, and he still plans to coach this season, his first with Washington. He told Schefter, "Doctors encouraged me to do it. They said if you feel strongly, do it. Don't slow down, do your physical activities. But everyone keeps telling me by week 3 or 4, you'll start feeling it."
It's our fight to fight. 1 and 6 doesn't define who you are. What defines who you are is what you do when you 1 and 6.
I just want you to know that it's not the end. It matters how you're going to finish.
I don't care how dark it look for you. I don't care what they done said to you. I don't care what the verdict is. I don't care what the haters say. It ain't over. No matter what happens to you, it ain't over. Ain't no such a thing as over. Do you know, man, that you can actually mess your life completely up? You can jack it all the way up and you can turn around and get it right. Do you know that you can be divorced multiple times and still be okay? Do you understand that you cannot have a degree and still be just fine? Now, whatever you've been through, whatever that is, guess what? You still here. You have a great life in front of you. But your great life is in front of you. It's not behind you. Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. You just got to quit tripping while you're in the process, because the process is necessary. You may not see it now, but when he gets you on the other side of it, you're going to see exactly why it went that way. And you're going to be okay with it. Pull yourself together and quit tripping, because you in the process. God is processing you. He ain't through with you. If he was through with you, you would not wake up in the morning. When you feel like giving up, don't. When you thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going. When they tell you you can't, come on, man, who are they? When they tell you to put all your stuff back on your desk, don't do that, man. Don't do that. When they tell you you're not gonna make it, don't believe them, man. Don't believe them. You got to be relentless.
And I'm saying to you, what if all of us took that attitude after we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. See, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. And people know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
You think about the year that he's had and getting cancer treatments while coaching this Washington football team and dealing with everything that's happened there. For him to be cancer-free, that's the great news that we all needed today.
Don't give up. Stay in it. Stay focused.
When you fail, try again and again and again. You just take one step at a time.
It's hard, but it's worth fighting. It's worth believing. It's worth mustering yourself up, standing up inside yourself. It's worth fighting relentlessly, never giving up. I love the sun, but things don't grow because of the sun. You have to have some rain. And you've got to stop looking at rain in your life as something bad. My greatest moments didn't come from my greatest moments. My greatest moments came from my greatest defeats. Because it was during my defeat that I had to find a way to get back up. You thought for 1 minute that you broke me. You got me twisted. I am not phenomenally skilled, but phenomenally willed. I will not give up. I will not surrender. I will not quit. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop running towards your dream. Stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Keep your head up. Stick your chest out. Continue to walk with pride. And know if it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not going to be easy, but we have what it takes. Their rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day. Don't look at night as darkness. Look at night as a new beginning.
And he's guided Washington throughout a complete overhaul on and off the field, a cultural change, a name change, an identity change, if you will.
I like Washington, and I don't mean that just I like their chances. I like this team.
They should be Super Bowl contenders within the contract of Chase Young in particular.
I totally agree. I think Washington is one of the elite teams in the NFC. I genuinely do. RC, I think they're being sold short.